Go live anyway. Evening, folks. Back again for a different place. I don't know who everybody's with us yet, but we just arrived. So we're just going to get set up to do another investigation. It's a lot smaller than the last one, but it's just as cold and dark. And I'll give you, I don't know if you'll be able to see around the place or not. While we're getting set up, I'll turn the camera around and I'll give you a wee walk round where the girls are setting up. So we're going to set up the bits and pieces and I can walk round and give you a wee quick tour. Right. All right, ladies?
I think once I've been on the other side set up.
Right, we're going to go around the other side just to get set up and that'll be us. So I don't even get anybody. I've got 4 folk watching so far. Excellent.
That's all right. Right.
So we just got here and we're just going to 2 minutes to set up. So thanks for coming back. Sarah Walker's here. Who's that? Sarah Walker. Oh, that cat balls are in that bag for us. In the tub. Well, what I'll do, folks, is I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll give you a wee tour of the place. There we go. I think that's better. I'll take you round this way first. There's a tomb round here and the door's actually open. As you can see, most of the headstones are all pretty old. There's one 1874. I spotted one when we came in, 1823 it was. Excuse me. This one here is 1883. So down this section is all the 1800s. All the gravestones are roughly about the same in a time. There's a lot here that look. You see, can't even read the writing on that one. That's for memory of son Thomas, who died 27th of June, aged 3 years. So there's and their daughter Mary. That's a child's grave, that one. See this one here, that looks like 1871, I think. But down the back here, you'll see this building here. More gravestones here. There's a daughter, Agnes, she died when she was 6 years old, 1852. She passed away, only 6 years old. This is a mausoleum. And the door is actually open to this one. So I know this is where one of our team members was not keen on getting in. But they were down here a couple of weeks ago. This is mausoleum of Ben. I can't even read his second name. And it's not giving me, for some reason, there's no date on this. It's a gentleman called Ben and his daughter. But we're inside. This is actual mausoleum. The roof's gone through time. That's away. So they're actually. I'm trying to stand as close to the wall as I can because also there's graves in here. It looks like there's 2 separate people laid to rest in here. But we'll leave them in peace. I just want to show you the inside there. I'll take down the other side now. I don't know if you can see this building. Also, it's an old kirk, an old church. And there's just gravestones everywhere, basically. There's graves absolutely everywhere. Usually in these kind of places are kind of spread out, but obviously due to the size of this Kirkgarden, it's a very, very old one. All the writing is gone. On this one, there's nothing there at all. I can't even give you a date on these ones because I can't see any dates on them. Again, it's quite peaceful. It's cold, very cold. The temperature's dropped again, but then, as Frankie P said earlier on, it's cold because we're in Scotland. He's quite right. Try not to trip over us. There's slabs, plaques in the ground every few feet, and they all say something different, so but they're kind of sticking up at the ground, so I'm trying not to trip over them. This is the Farmers Could of many old. The farmers could plainly descry the faces of many old women of his acquaintance and neighbourhood, all in their smocks. So this place is strong ties to Rabbie Burns, this place. The Brig of Doon is just over the back of this kirkyard, and there is a legend about the witches who could not cross the brig. Brig is another word, Scottish word for bridge. Here's another. In fact, they're all over the place, these things. And it's kind of sits on the main road, as you can see, but it's really, really quiet. There's another headstone here. It's hard to walk here without actually walking on graves, and I'm not a big fan of walking over people's graves. I just don't think it's right. But the way the headstones are situated, you'll see there's not a lot of room between them. It's a bit hard not to walk on them. Some of these are really, really going back centuries here with some of these ones. I was going to say that's the old skull and crossbones on there, but that's what it looked like at the start, but not, you can't even see any writing on it, it's completely gone. The girls are about, there's, like you see, forest over there. I'm just going to get back over, enjoy them. I'm not keen leaving them too long myself. I just wanted to give you a rough idea of where we are and what it looks like. As you see, plenty of graves, plenty of gravestones, all closely clumped together. So we'll get back over, enjoying the girls, and I'll turn the camera around when I get there just to see who's in the chat with us again. That's what used to be a church there. Here's another. And we've got the cat balls at one of these slabs again. So we get the cat balls down here, and one there, one there, and one there. We get the REM pod over here beside this gate. That was Shelley touching it. Shelley's here. And Forrest is here.
Just said ah.
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 And this is, we can see inside here, this is old. And that looks like a tomb there as well. No, I've never seen inside here. There's like a tomb, and I don't know what that is over there. Certainly no, doesn't tie in with the time period here. I was like, that's a light. It's a spotlight. So that's the old church that used to stand here. And the grave over there as well. Bear with me, folks. I'll turn the camera around so I can see who's in the chat, and then we'll go on with the investigation. Hey Frankie, that's quite a good torch. This is actually just the second time I've tried it out, buddy. Because of lockdown, we couldn't go anywhere. So it's actually the first time I've tried it out. And that is quite a good. You can shine it quite bright. That's not an orb, that's a torch. Just letting you know. So we're back again in another kirkyard. As you saw with my video, I hope you saw the tour, Frankie. It's a lot smaller than the other one, so we're just going to try and shout out, see if anybody's here, if anybody answers us. Again, I'm going to turn the camera around so we can see Shelley's got the app on, and you can be able to see the golf balls. I should see the golf balls. Sorry, boy. The cat balls. No golf balls. So I'll turn the camera around now anyway. Bloody golf balls. What I see golf balls for? Well, maybe they do. So there's the cat balls there. REM pods. I'm going to move away from the REM pods so I don't set it off. So see, we got a result with that the other night, and we got a result with the cat balls as well. So Shelley's got the app on.
If there's anybody here, come forward and use this phone. You've used it before here, so we know that you can do it. The last time we were here, there's a small plaque down there, and it explains about what happened here, and it does talk about the devil. And at the exact same time we walked over it, this phone, it was Sam's phone, did say devil straight away. So it could be purely coincidence.
So what happened the last time, Shelley? Because obviously for anybody didn't see the live.
What we did is we went over towards the bridge, and myself and Sam were talking through the phone app, and it was coming through. Wasn't really getting much on the K2 meter and the voice, the EMF detector. But when we went over, Sam had the phone out, and we were using this app, and it did say team. Then it was saying patch, and the way where we were standing, it was like a small patch. It was like a small patch under a wee bridge, and so it kind of seemed relevant. Then it said 2 females when we asked it who was there, and after that, we just kind of went kind of calm. When we walked up to that area, I just got a horrible feeling. It was just yucky feeling. So fog, it's came up and said fog. So we'll just keep an eye. I don't know if it's saying it's fog because they're the way the lights are shining. I don't know. But then eventually after we had done our initial walk around through here during the day, Sam realised that she didn't really want to go up that area because she didn't like it. And when we were up and we asked it, where would you like us to go next? And when Sam says, please don't say the crypt, it came up and said coffin.
Yeah, the bit I was in.
That's the
bit you were
in there.
You were in.
So we really thought, well, we're going to have to go over that way.
You're going all bloody in this camera, now you're back again.
All right, so maybe that's what it's named, the fog. Yeah.
It went all really bloody.
All right. So, might be picking up on something here then, Scott. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? My name's Shelley. I've got Forrest here and I've got Scott on my right hand side. We're here to talk to you and learn your story. So if you would like to come forward and have a wee talk to us, that would be greatly appreciated. We know it's late at night. And we know it's really cold. But if you could come forwards, that would be amazing. Just use your energies. We know you've done it before. There's so many things here that you can use to communicate with us. The balls that are lying out on the floor, they all light up. There's a machine over there with sticks on it. You touch it, it'll light up and it'll make a noise. And then over there we have a meter with colours on it. We've also got the camera rolling, so if you want to kind of show yourself, that would be great. What if I did a whistle? Would you be able to make the noise? Nothing. Were you one of the ladies that were tried, that were murdered for the use of witchcraft? Is there anybody here?
I keep getting drawn. I keep getting drawn. Just
Over that area?
round about that area there. If somebody's standing watching, might just be me because the place went, but I'll get a feeling
Do you,
that
want, do you want to go over there? We can go over there.
just round about
Where's
the,
Forrest? She's over there.
between the three headstones.
Well, I could take this car now. We could maybe knock over if you want. No, that's the traffic.
Did you see that? It's just you get that kind of feeling that somebody's watching you. Just round about here. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just getting a wee sensation that somebody's standing round about here. This area here. There's no any change in temperature or anything here. It's no. I just get a feeling there is somebody here, a male, a man, standing just watching. There's nothing. Just I get a feeling out there, but it's no any colder out there than it is anywhere else. There's nothing. So
I don't know. Do you just want to take a walk round?
what we'll do is take a walk round the back towards the crypt. You right to do that?
The stuff will be alright there, won't it?
Aye.
Actually,
So folks, we're going to take a walk round the back. This is the area around the back that Sam wasn't too keen on. Then they want to come into the last time. They were here. Why does she not want to come in?
She just got a horrible feeling that cat. She don't like it. And she advances on things. But the interesting thing is my daughter, they used to come in school trips, and my daughter says that is the one bit she did not like. She did not want to go in there. And the school for her, they all went in, so she felt like under pressure to actually just go. And she says she really didn't like it.
As it went back inside the crypt, this is where Sam says she really didn't like the feeling in here. I'm not feeling anything in here at all. It's, you know, I don't know if you want to try shouting out, Shell. And
Do you want me to come in?
aye, you come in, and if you're alright with coming in,
Fine.
see if we get pick up anything in here.
Well, it says rotten.
Rotten.
No, if you look at all this, it is pretty much just rotten.
We just stepped in and it said rotten straight away as soon as we came in.
So can you tell me, what do you think of this place? I mean, you're saying it's rotten, but what's rotten about it?
You mean the condition of it now? It's not been looked after? As you can see, folks,
Rotten past.
the past was rotten.
Is that why does it feel so nice in this place? Is that why it feels so different to other?
Well,
like
it has got a bad
kirkyards?
past with the witches.
It is.
Is it because the witches? Is that what you mean by the past? We know there are stories that innocent people were accused of witchcraft in here and executed, murdered.
It's really having
Basically.
an effect on it.
Is this what you're talking about? The people who were murdered? Index? Don't know.
Are you talking about the writing?
Index?
Like index, let's like writing that you would get maybe perhaps at the back of a book or something. I'm sounding really intelligent here, aren't I?
What do you mean by index? You mean a list of something or?
A story? It's like freezing in here, isn't it?
It is, 'cause I'm going to turn the camera back around so I can see who's in. And Shelley's still got the
It's not that nice in here, is it? To be honest. And I'm not meaning like feeling wise, I'm just feeling it's so.
Hi Sam, index finger. Frankie P saying index finger.
Oh.
You mean index finger?
Sam, this is a place you didn't like.
Sam, I'll turn the camera back around all so you can see. We're inside the crypt that you get a kind of bad feeling over. It said index. Are you in here with us? Is there anybody in here with us? This ground feels quite soft.
It's spongy, sure it is.
Isn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's maybe something under here.
Ah, there's coffins under
Right,
there's two. If you read there, there's two individual people buried in here. That's what these things. That's what these things are. They're tombs. It's the same with Greyfriars. When you get into the vaults, when you get into the tombs in Greyfriars, they're buried.
So if there's anybody here, you can touch either Scott or Forrest.
I think Forrest is bailing as well. No, she's staying here. She's staying here. You touch her faces, touch her shoulders, her hands.
Beast.
What did it say?
Beast.
Beast. Yeah, it was Shelley's phone. She said beast. But if there is somebody here, then hey Harry. It is quite spooky in here, buddy, but you know, it's more cold than spooky. To say before 4 days, I've not got the specs down because I can't see any of the comments. But as you see, we're inside the crypt. And Forrest is there as well. Here as well, no there as well, here as well. Shelley's outside.
Hello.
There's a reliable Shelley out there.
Scream.
So Sam, you got a bad feeling in here the last time.
Is anybody in here with us? Can you touch Scott?
Scream corner.
Thank you. No, it's just me. It's to be touched. No Forrest.
You
No,
can
it's just
touch
me.
me if you want to.
The phone says beast, scream. Beast, copper, scream, corner. So is it the corner of the graveyard or is it the corner of the...
This is in the corner of the graveyard, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the back corner. And the Brigadoons are the back for here.
It's over in that direction.
Was
Just
it
across
the
the
other
road,
direction?
Just across the road. Less than 2 minutes. Hi guys.
Where else you say copper?
It's a copper, I don't understand that, but...
No, they're iron, they're railing, so that scraps that one.
Can we just check out the merchandise while we're here, guys? Check out the new hat from PIH, just while we're there.
Oh, extreme close up.
Talk about a time we plugged something. According to this, folks, there's two people buried in here. Ben and his youngest daughter. I've tried to no, sorry, his wife, sorry. His wife. There's three in here, actually. There's his wife, his daughter.
I'm not quite sure why they would keep this open, to be honest.
And the gentleman himself.
But then
these
It
people
might have
trying
been
to
broken
break
into
in
by
as well.
kids. Kids might have forced this open.
Mm.
So,
Chill.
well, it's a bit chilly in here.
It is
It's
pretty
crazy.
cold.
Either that's telling you to relax. This is a shorter live than the last one because it's 5 to midnight and it's beat freezing.
The Witching Tower.
And we're off up north tomorrow as well. But you want to try doing that side?
We could try doing this side if you want.
I will go around. We'll come out the crypt and we'll try doing the other side of the church. Well, what's left of the church. I showed you earlier on. It's just gravestones everywhere. But these plaques are everywhere. I know these plaques in the ground.
This is exactly where Tam O'Shanter caught the witch dancing, and where he was caught watching them, and this is where he fled from. This exact spot, watching through that window up there. He was on his horse Meg, and he run straight across that road, straight down by that hotel, and over the bridge where he was almost caught. And where it says here burst on my phone, so
They're unusual.
yeah, because they're low down, isn't it?
No, just that looks like iron. It's no stone. That's two graves, but the things on top of them are quite unusual. And they've not been randomly put there. You can tell they've not been randomly put there. They kind of looks like iron. Maybe. I've never seen graves like that before.
No.
It might be nothing. I don't know. I'm just saying that I've never seen two like that before. I don't know if anybody, the horrible feeling in there, Sam. I don't know if you can see these. If anybody might know what they mean, but they're obviously two graves.
This is first road and then writer.
Really unusual.
And Robert Burns was a writer, and he wrote poems. Is that who you're referring to?
Turn the camera
Robert
back on
Burns.
again, folks, so you can see.
What was the name of the writer that wrote the poem?
Excuse Forrest's dancing.
She's dancing, she's a witch. Just needs Tam O'Shanter to come along. You volunteering, Scott, to be Tam O'Shanter?
What?
To catch her in the act, dancing, and to be chased into the old brig.
It says writer, so it might be coincidence, but obviously this place is heavily associated with Robert Burns. So is there anybody here who was accused of witchcraft? Maybe use a buried here. Use laid to rest here.
Was there an Agnes? So I'm not 100% sure where they were actually burnt. But there's a walkway down by the water, close to here, and that seems to be making a point, but I don't know exactly where that path is.
So the witches couldn't cross the water.
Apparently they couldn't cross the water, and obviously they tried to make a last dash attempt, just grabbing the horse's tail, but Tam O'Shanter managed to escape. And as I said earlier on, when we and Sam were standing at the foot of the bridge, the phone came up and said deadline, and according to the poem, that was a deadline. It wasn't that word they used. It was
Kind of border sort of thing.
Aye, it was a kind of the line that they couldn't cross, basically. And so it was quite prominent that we had got that on the phone, but I never really realised that till a later date when I went and watched the video. So, and then to come up here and we were standing, we just walked by the plaque on the path that was talking about the devil and his emissaries. And immediately at that point, it came up on the phone, devil. So there was a lot of activity with the phone, and it was kind of leading us on a journey. It seemed like it was leading us on a journey to talk about what actually happened. So that was telling the story through the apps. Quite funny. And it was quite interesting. And it led us in here. It was just a shame we were our two selves. If we weren't our two selves, we probably would have lasted a lot longer and maybe got a wee bit more.
Well, we can get down, we can get back down and do another.
Aye, I think we should do that. I think we should definitely go to the bridge.
We'll just turn around and see what folk in the chat think.
Where do you think we should go?
Yeah, with being outside the door or with you. What do you think, folks? The next investigation time we should go down to the Briggs at Briggs. Well, seeing it's getting late. Briggs at Shelley and Samara. We can do an investigation there. Not tonight. Not tonight. But we'll do that next week. So you're going to be getting a lot more investigations from us now that we're finally being freed. But you put what you think in the chat, folks. I think we're going to wrap it up there. It's just after midnight here, and it's absolutely freezing, and we've got the bridge. Yep. Frankie has spoken. That's it, Frankie. Just for you, buddy. The next one will be from the bridge, and we'll see what we get. But we're going to head back around, pick up our bits and pieces.
It's a lot more quieter up there. There's not as much traffic now.
And Shelley's just said it's quieter up there. Because also here you get the main road just outside. So you still get cars going by even this time of night. But we will be back tomorrow, so we're heading north tomorrow. We'll do a couple of wee lives for you tomorrow, a wee bit of history. And we're on tomorrow night with Kat from the US, talking about the famous Exorcist House. So we're going to go there now, folks, and get wrapped up and get home. And thanks for coming in, folks. And Sam, Harry, and Frankie, we'll talk to you very, very soon. So, from the crazy forest over there, I don't even know if I got who was dancing earlier on. See? And from our wealth of information about where we are, the Brigadoon, Kelly.
I never got my name. Scott.
Who?
You.
I know, when did I forget your name?
I thought that was a delayed reaction there, Scott. I thought you'd forgotten.
No, because I just suddenly realised at the start we weren't telling folk where we were, and then obviously we told them during the course of the live.
I hope you're enjoying yourselves.
We're at the Brigadoon. What's it called?
The Brigadoon.
Aye, that's what's this churchyard called? The
Alloway.
The Alloway Kirkyard. So that looks quite scary. Then imagine waking up to that in the morning. Woo! Anyway, folks, we're out here for now. Tracy, thanks, Tracy. We shall go home. And for Sally and Forrest, I'm sure they'll go home. And we're all away going cold tomorrow, so we're buzzing. We just hope the sun shines for us. So take care just now, folks, and enjoy the rest of your night or morning, whatever. Thanks for coming in, guys. Bye.
Bye.